Welcome back. That didn't take very long at all, did it?
No, not at all. It's like we just...
It's the same set, too.
But,
we should have moved things around so people would be like, oh, it's different. It's not.
Yeah, who cares? So this will be episode, what, 15 or 14.2, whatever. We'll
just call it 15.
So, now we're moving on to anime we've watched since last year. Since it's now 2022.
This, by the way, I watched way more anime than he did because he has a day job.
I'm going to sit up here because my legs falling asleep. But
no one needs to see your head.
There we go. But, yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with the ones we've watched together, and then I'll move on to all the ones I watched without you.
Starting way back last year, Attack on Titan final season, part 1.
Don't need to go on a big talk about that one because we already have a Cozcow. I think that was like our first one that we did, talking about Attack on Titan Part 4, Season 1.
Yeah.
Season 4, Part 1, whatever. So, Attack on Titan, that was good. Not season, but Part 2 is coming out, and I'm going to watch it, and I can't wait.
I'm going to be at work crying knowing you're enjoying it. I'm going to call and bug you every 5 seconds just to run it. But, okay,
you don't have the time to call me 5 seconds.
I know, I don't.
Okay. So, moving on, obviously, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
Saw that.
Like we said in the last video, we saw that at Anime St. Louis.
But, yeah, the nice thing about that is other than other anime movies, which either feel like just retelling trying to cram a whole arc into an hour, or like where they're just not canon at all. This is actually a canon part of the manga. It's actually the Mugen Train saga, and it's one of the shortest parts. So they just made it a movie, and that's why it's blowing up box offices everywhere.
So good.
Wasn't someone told me that Demon Slayer before 2019 was like, it was a manga that not many people knew about?
Yeah, it was known as, I think it was like a D-list manga. As soon as it got an anime, it became one of the most popular mangas, I guess, lately.
Yeah, and it's one of those stories of don't give up on your dreams because you never know what will happen.
Yeah.
And the person who wrote that manga is probably rolling in cash right now because look how much money the Mugen Train alone made.
So I'm so happy for the creator.
Not only that, look at all the cosplays every time we go to conventions. We're announcing it's like Bleach back in the day.
Yes, it's exactly. It reminds me so much of Bleach with the cosplays.
And this is what we're talking about. I'm going by winter. So what all we saw at the beginning of the year? Oh yeah, Promised Neverland.
Oh, you didn't see that. I saw that.
No, you showed me the last episode.
I showed you the last episode because don't waste your time on the second season of Promised Neverland. They ruined it. Okay, I'm an anime-only person. I never watched the... I never watched the manga.
Read the manga.
I technically watched the manga for Stone Ocean, though.
We're good, too.
Okay, but, oh my goodness. So I never read the manga, so I didn't know anything about Promised Neverland. I was watching it. I was enjoying it for, like, about 5 episodes. Halfway through... The season, I was enjoying it. I thought it was good. And then all of a sudden, they get to this part where everything starts feeling like, go, 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 go! Like, unnaturally. And it started to get on my nerves. It was, like, kind of irky. Then, when you finally get back to, like, the main villain of the show, because obviously any main villains in the manga don't exist, technically the main villain is Mother, I want to say, because that was the villain in the first season. That's the only one you know in this one. They hype up the scientist guy, too, but you don't know shit about him, so it's like, where did he come from? What's his deal? You don't get none of that, so you're focused on Mother. Out of nowhere, turns coat and is automatically their ally.
With no context.
No context, and it's like, wait, did I miss something? So, then she helps them defeat the villain, the evil scientist guy. Don't give me... just like...
no context. And then you showed me that last episode.
The last episode was a fucking PowerPoint clip show. I kid you not, of shit that you have no idea what the fuck's going on if you had not read the manga.
She showed it to me. Here's my thought when she was showing me that last episode. You ever watch Rick and Morty or Simpsons or whatever, where they power through a whole life like they do a PowerPoint of someone's life just to get to the end gag. That's what I was felt like I was watching. Which Rick and Morty, another good show. It's not an anime, but that was pretty funny last year.
Yeah. Oh my god, it gives me a headache. Because I loved The Promised Neverland, and they ruined it. They ruined it by rushing it. They could have done a 2-part second season for all I care, but no, it was just, it was hot garbage.
Alright. And then what else did we watch during that whole time?
To Your Eternity.
Yeah, that's one of the best.
That's an anime that I would rank as high as JoJo for me. It is beautiful. The story is just heart-wrenching. The characters are so good. Just the first episode made me cry.
Yeah.
I bawled my eyes out just on that first episode. That was a good start to know what was going on throughout later. I mean, just, oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. I can't hype it up enough. It is just the best.
So this is the good anime. Let's think of some other bad anime we watched this year too that, or you watched, or I say
I'm trying to do ones that we've seen together first. Even though you made me do Promised Neverland.
Yeah, well, I'm just going in random order.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Wonder Egg Priority.
Okay, Wonder Egg Priority was I believe the reason for rushing Promised Neverland. From what I got from some videos and junk, but Wonder Egg Priority, that was good.
We never saw the last. I think
that we might watch that after we're done with this, because
Yeah.
I don't think we saw the finale, because for some reason I guess the finale was its own separate thing. I think it's out. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it should be.
Let's go see if we can find it.
Yeah, but that was a very interesting, different anime. It kind of reminded me a bit of Magica Madoka in a sense.
Really trippy.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why it reminded me of Magica Madoka, like the witches.
Oh, didn't we watch that?
Oh yeah, the Magica Madoka alternative or something.
Yeah, we watched that this year too.
Okay, moving on. Okay, Wonder Egg Priority was great, but yeah, moving on. Magica Madoka alternative or whatever it was called. To be honest, I was bored. We were watching it and I was bored. I was so bored. It's like, this reminds me nothing of the original. Until we get to the ending. The ending was so amazing. It was like the only reason worth watching it is to get to that ending. And then when it ends, you're like, I want more. I need more. And it's over. It's like, fuck you.
Alright, then
Okay.
another one you watched, Record of Ragnarok.
I thought we were doing ones we said together. I guess I showed you one episode.
Yeah, you showed me an episode.
I think I mentioned this in one of our Cozy Cows before. Record of Ragnarok is like candy. You shouldn't be eating it.
It's meth.
But yeah.
Actually, it's candy coated with meth.
I don't know. It had this hypnoticness about it, where I felt like I'm not sure if it was being serious or not. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a serious anime, but I felt like it was a parody, because I laughed at so much. I mean, come on, the giant Aphrodite boob lady.
The meme of people holding her boobs up. I've seen more memes of that this year than I can ever.
Yeah, I felt like that was supposed to be a parody, because that whole show was just hilarious. Even its opening is just, oh my goodness, just crazy. Insanity. It just kind of works with the anime. I will watch season 2 because I'm curious. Jack the Ripper versus Hercules. So nonsensical. I want to see that. By the way, Jack the Ripper's the good guy in this scenario. It's just so bad. It's funny.
It's so bad. It's good.
I want to watch that again.
What other anime we watched at the beginning of the year? I'm trying to think. I know we watched some more stuff at the beginning.
Trust me, we've seen a lot.
Not 2 years. Don't Tell Me Miss Nagatori.
Oh yeah, Don't Tour With Me, Miss Nagatori. I did not think I would like that anime, because I'm not a slice of life type of person. but the characters are just so well written that I actually became addicted to watching it. It was so cute. I loved Nagatori's character and how she cutely bullies her senpai just because it's like, senpai noticed me, but she can't tell him that how she feels and stuff, and it's really cute. It's like a nice little childhood love. She doesn't, like, I don't get the flack on it. She doesn't even bully him like something
I think
like...
it's the other bullies.
Oh yeah, her friends. That she stops. She forces them to stop. They are purposefully bullying him, being assholes, while she's doing it out of love. It's like the little childhood, like, picking on, but because they like you.
The controversy was her skin tone people were getting upset about, but then when you look at it, and she's actually just really, really tan.
Yeah, she's a girl who tans. Whoop-de-doo. You should even see her tan lines in one of the episodes, so woof. Why you gotta get all butthurt about stuff like that? It's just whatever. They're fake characters, for crying out loud.
There's some we're still another one that's another lot that we watched we couldn't get into was Comey.
Comey can't communicate.
I'm sorry if you all like it, but it's boring. It's not bad. It's just boring.
I don't feel like Comey as a character really does anything for me. I mean, yeah, I get what she's going for, but this is the reasons why I don't like her. One, where's her personality besides not talking? I mean, she does like little cute little moves, and it's like, oh, you're supposed to think she's really cute and endearing because she doesn't talk and she's antisocial. But I don't get that from her. I just think she's boring. And then another thing that irks me is like why everyone is so in love with her. It's all about looks. That's it. It's just they all love her because of how she looks, because where's her personality? They don't know her. They're just like, oh wow, she's so quiet and mysterious and she looks so beautiful and cool. So everyone treats her like a fucking goddess when she has no reason to be like that. And then it's like the story all depends on the side characters, which the side characters I feel are just plain and generic and just, I don't know, it was boring for me. That's not one I could like. You hate me in the comments all you want. Go ahead. I don't care.
You can't dislike us anymore.
But we can see the dislikes. I don't know how, so there you go. You can dislike all you want.
Just hit the like button. Just let us know.
Yeah, let us know by hitting the like button that you're mad at me.
Okay, another anime. I know it ain't new, but when I got sick with COVID back in August, we powered through both versions of Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yes, this one right here. Never watched Full Metal Alchemist until last year. Like, I was like, let's watch it. We started with the original Full Metal Alchemist that came out. Then, after watching that, we switched to Brotherhood. Tell me, which one was your favorite out of the two?
I like Brotherhood a little bit more.
Okay.
Especially, I like the openings too on that.
Yeah, I love the openings for all of them, to be honest. Full Metal Alchemist has some really good openings.
I was a little laughed when Armstrong gets his ass beat by his sister.
Okay, here's my thing when it comes to Full Metal Alchemist. Since this is actually my second time rewatching both of them, well, it's been a while. I love the original at the beginning. The ending kind of goes downhill. I like Brotherhood for its ending. The beginning is kind of boring.
Well, just watch the beginning of the original, and then you can power through the...
Yeah. Just fuse the two. Of course, then it gets confusing because the original one has more, original characters, because that's one of the reasons why I like the original, is what they did with the homunculus. I get that they were supposed to be just blah characters because they're just like the monsters and junk, and they're not supposed to have much in the way of a personality, but I like that they gave them that personality. I like that backstory about them once being human, other than just being empty husks. Obviously, it did cause problems that they couldn't have the character of Father, which was the best villain in Brotherhood. I loved Father's character. He was a really good villain.
Okay.
So then you get the villain in the original, which is Dante. She's pretty lackluster.
We got dogs fighting behind us.
So yeah, personally, both of them are good in their own ways. That's what I think about Fullmetal Alchemist. Continuing.
Oh yeah, we watched both the Sailor Moon movies, which were basically the fourth Sailor Moon Crystal, which is technically the fourth part of Sailor Moon, just split off into two different movies, which is actually smart because
you still never. Well, it's because we're watching it with my cousin, and it's hard to get like a good time where she can come over and he's here, and we all sit down and watch it. He has not finished the original Sailor Moon Stars yet.
But I feel like there's one like Crystal I think is better than the original is. You're not sick of watching Sailor Moon after.
No. Crystal is actually Crystal and Sailor Moon whatever have the same issues pretty much as Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, where one, except it's like kind of opposite because the original one for Fullmetal Alchemist is the one that's long-winded, and the original one is the short one.
Too.
For Sailor Moon, the original Sailor Moon's long-winded, it's too much fillers, need to cut it down.
It coined the phrase "monster of the day."
Exactly, but Sailor Moon Crystal, yeah, you get straight to the point, but I feel like you're going by it too fast. That's my only issue with Crystal. It's like there's not a good middle between the two. It's like the original's too slow, the new one's too fast.
Okay, what other anime do we
But both are good in their own way. So yeah.
I know we watched more anime during the summer. I'm just trying to think. Oh, you say you try to get into Duke of Death.
Oh yeah, the Duke of Death. I actually kind of watch that one as like just background noise sometimes. But that's actually really boring too, and I despise the animation.
It makes you want to make my eyes bleed. Like Nappa does 3D CG, but they do it kind of well, like where it's not eye bleeding.
The first episode, he literally was eating a cookie and it just disappears in his mouth without just anything, and it looks so horrific.
The thing with 3D CG animation, it's like you see it really much. Will you all quit eating each other? Get over here. I got the fat one.
Got the fat one.
There we go. Is if you look at the hair, like the hair flows like just robotic like. That's why when you see it in Gundam, when you see the CG, the newer ones, they're so good because that's what makes them good. Is
it's because they are robots.
Robots Max.
Oh yeah, we also saw Gundam.
Oh yeah, that's not what we saw when we were at Command Con. We saw
yeah. When we're at a Dragon Ball Z convention, we're watching Gundam.
Well, at the end of the night.
Yeah.
But halfway, that was a good. It's
good
especially
movie.
if you know the lore of Gundam, which I'm starting to really get into of the universal timeline.
Yeah, we still haven't finished Mobile Suit.
We did watch that one Char's counterattack.
Yeah.
But
I know all the basics of the Mobile Suit and junk, but he's never really watched
we finished
it.
Unicorn.
We finished Unicorn, yeah.
Which I'm making, a movie of that next year?
It was already a movie. Or was it like...
No, Unicorn was a show. We had it on our old DVR before we got rid of cable.
I know. It was, when I was with my ex, Unicorn came out as like a movie, I believe.
Anyway, that's another one we saw. God, what other anime? I know we watched way more than that.
My brain froze for a second. Give me a second. I need a reboot.
Here, look at the dog.
Beep, beep, beep,
well, okay, the recent anime we watched.
We are currently watching To Love Ru.
To Love Ru, another old one. I watched it halfway back in the day, subbed, and we're watching the dub now. Which I think we got, episode 18? It's interesting.
Yeah, I like the first couple episodes because it made me laugh so hard because it's just so nonsensically funny. And yeah, it's a cute little harem-esque anime. I hadn't watched one of those in a while, so why not?
Oh no.
Also, the light nudity is fun.
Yeah.
Did we watch Monster Musume last year, or was that...
No, we watched it this year, beginning of this year. Oh yeah, another one...
You mean last year?
Okay, we watched it last year, whatever.
Yeah. This is the
another one we started at the beginning of the year, but we haven't finished yet, is the Inuyasha daughter, what's the name?
Oh, Yashahime?
Yashahime, another one.
I could have sworn we started that in 2020 and then we just dropped it.
No, it started in 2021, we were watching it. What are you eating down there?
She's just chewing on herself, I think.
But
yeah, we just never got around to finishing it for some reason.
yeah, but it's if you like Inuyasha, you're gonna like this. It adds more lore to it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The voice acting's really nice.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say this. I'm rewatching Rising of the Shield Hero.
I watched it last year. As you can see, I'm a fan.
Big fan. That's your
Oh,
waifu.
Konosuba movie. We watched that.
Konosuba movie. So funny.
Konosuba is just awesome, and that it just makes
season 3. Season 3, right?
Yeah, it's coming out this year. I still love the movie where he's massaging the one monster lady's breast, and then he finds out that he's a he, she, and the look on his face, his mood just changes like that.
That'd probably make people angry, I swear.
It was worth it. And then the end where they defeat her.
He like fuses with her.
And then they blow her up. And then he goes to the other
he gets reincarnated again.
But first, the daughter sees him, and she just pukes at his body and what happened to him.
Because he got obliterated from explosion.
But that was worth it. Okay, so, more recently. Okay, let's do another bad one. I've seen YouTube reactions of, and you watched the whole thing. Hungarian Spice.
That is not an anime. I refuse to acknowledge that being an anime. That is a kid's cartoon that is not labeled correctly.
It tries to do everything but does it nothing right. If what I have seen, I don't want to crap on the creator, because when you try to get something you do and people shit on it, I feel bad for you on that sense. So I feel bad for him, and that's the right term for him, and I feel bad that you put your heart into something. At the same time, I feel like it got... If this was a YouTube project, of someone doing their own YouTube project, I would not hate it as much.
Because Hell of a Boss.
Another, I guess we call it anime, but something we watch.
I would consider Hell of a Boss an anime more than I would consider High Guardian Spice. But yeah, when you got something like Hell of a Boss and you compare it to something that's actually being produced versus YouTube and junk.
It had Crunchyroll money behind it, which technically is Funimation money, which is technically...
They had time behind it, too.
But let's not get into the political parts of all that. Since what we watched this year so far. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll end it with one we're, I guess, still watching. I'm not sure if it's still going. Platinum End.
I wouldn't say ended because we have some others since you noted Platinum End. I am currently mad at Platinum End. If episode 12 is your last episode, no!
Don't break shit.
No! You don't do that to me! You were getting good. Oh my goodness. Okay, Platinum End. Okay, some people will be like, meh, it's kind of generic. I mean, the main character's kind of blah, some of the side characters. But no, 2 characters I love. I don't know any of their names, because we're watching it subbed, and I don't remember people's names when reading and stuff. And it's like, I need to hear it, and I don't know how their names are pronounced and all that junk, really. And I mean, yeah, they're saying it in Japanese, but it just kind of goes out one ear through the other or whatever. But I love Cancer Dad.
Cancer Dad.
Cancer Dad. I love that character. He is amazing. He creates, he's a fashion designer. He's dying of cancer.
He's a fashion designer?
Yeah. He designed his daughter's wedding dress.
Oh.
That's why that was so heart-wrenching when, okay, the other character I love, Jojo One Piece guy. That's what I named him. He is literally the meme of, okay, Patrick Star. There once was an ugly barnacle. One day there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Exactly. That is
basically
him.
His mom gave birth at the top of the ugly tree, and he hit every damn branch on the way out.
But yeah, I love his character. He has so much personality, especially because he actually goes through an arc. He was a villain because he fell in love and admired the villain of the show, Metropolitan Man, one of the only characters I remember their, I guess, superhero name. Okay, so he's like, I want to work for him. I want to be his right-hand man because I like what he stands for. He's standing for justice and stuff and all of this stuff that he saw him on TV. But when you actually get to know him, he's like, wait, he doesn't seem as nice of a guy as I thought. I mean, he wants me to kill his people. And sure, he had his own issues because he's like, I'm so ugly, everyone hates me, gets treated like shit. So he kind of like follows that. But then he gets shot by the red arrow of love from Catgirl. Again, don't know these characters' names. And he experiences true love for the first time because of this arrow. And that actually changes his personality. Not like, I know like the arrows kind of force you to, but at the same time, I actually do see him actually having that change for real, not just because of the influence of the arrow. And he sacrifices himself, which hurted me so much when that character died, because that's like, I like that character.
He died brutally too.
He died saving the one he loved, which is so sweet and junk, and he died smiling. It was so nice. It actually started to make me cry because I actually really liked that character.
That was horrible.
So yeah, the main character is pretty blah. The villains, I guess, interesting. I mean, I don't get what the fuck he's doing. He's confusing. He's like, I compared him to Tsukasa from Dr. Stone.
Oh,
that
which
villain. Except Tsukasa actually gets an arc and stuff, and he basically the same as the Jojo One Piece guy that I was talking about from Platinum End, goes through a metamorphosis change from being bad to turning good at the end. Which, like, at first I hated Tsukasa's character because it's like, I don't get your motivations for why you're being an asshole. I did not understand that in the first season. And the second season, which is something we watched too, pretty recently because you didn't get to watch it yet.
And then I powered through it.
Yeah. So, he actually gets depth on why he's like this, which is actually similar to the guy in Platinum End, but you get introduced to that sooner versus later, like in Dr. Stone, and it's like, oh, okay, now I get it. But at the same time, I feel like the guy from Platinum End is worse at it because it's like he wants to be evil versus the guy from Dr. Stone, where it's like you can see he doesn't want to do this, but he's doing this anyway because he feels like this is what needs to be done to make life better. But the other guy, just pure selfish, and he actually feels like he hates humanity with no regard to anyone else. He only cares about himself, and he's a douche, and he wants to just revive his sister, and that's it. He doesn't care about who he kills because he kills a fucking little girl in
that was brutal.
That made no fucking sense. He tortures and kills this little girl, and it's like
in front of people too. And
his whole motivation is he wants to revive his little sister, but he kills another little girl without any remorse, doesn't care, and I don't like this character. He's just a douche. Of course, I guess that makes him a good villain because you don't like him. They're trying to make him sympathetic, but it's not working because it's like, no, you already crossed the line. You killed this little girl for no fucking reason besides the fact that she's a god candidate.
Anyway.
So I have a love-hate relationship with Platinum Men right now, especially if they're going to end it on episode 12. I don't care if they're getting another part or another season. If they end it at episode 12, it's douchey because it has literally the two main characters about to fight. That's where it ends. They hadn't started or anything. It's just they're about to fight. It's like the face-offs right there and just up over. Where's my episode 13?
Don't hold back how you feel.
Nah. Let's go into Assassins, the world's finest assassins.
Let's talk about I guess I wouldn't call it prequel, but it came from the same creator, redo of Healer. We watched that, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a fun anime.
If you're perverted, which we are.
Even not being perverted, like, I know some people, like, its writing's actually really good. You gotta get past the fact of what he's doing to these people, and you gotta know, like, all the shit that's happened to him and stuff, too. Like, it's really, really dark, really, really deep in it. It's actually, another anime we watched, Eden Zero. It actually has the same concepts of some of the stuff in Eden Zero, except they actually full-blown show it and stuff instead of it being hinted. Because Eden Zero has some really dark fucking moments that's actually pretty similar to Redo of a Healer, but they just don't go into so much depth, but it's implied.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Eden Zero. Like, when I got to the second season or part or whatever it is, it got so dark, and it's like, wow, this
Zero.
it's Fairy Tale in space.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I wanted to watch that.
Yeah, I would recommend, because the second part, season, whatever, gets really dark, that actually has moments that are kind of, well, nowhere near as extreme as Redo of a Healer, and obviously they don't show it, but the shit's implied with, like, rape and just brutalization of stuff and junk. It's there, it's like you see it, it's like really heavily implied, but at the same time doesn't show really anything, but it's like, yeah, you know what's going on, it's dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, Redo of a Healer, it's actually really good anime.
That's right. I wonder if they were going to get dubbed.
Because I actually really like the main character, especially, I keep noting this, the scene where he sees everyone getting massacred. He's like, oh, okay, it's not my problem. They kill this one random merchant that he claims is his friend. He's totally not his friend. He's just like, I swear, this is like a moment that is like, I swear it should be a parody, because he's like, oh, now you killed my best friend, I will kill you all. He's using him as his justification for killing everyone, not because of them killing people, innocent people, but he uses the fact that they killed his so-called friend as his motivation. But I swear, the way the line's delivered, the way he looks and stuff about it, it feels like it's a parody. It's just, it's funny in the darkest way. It's just so good. I mean, yeah, sure, if you're not, it is kind of basically hentai. I mean, there's uncut version, which is really stupid, actually, because the
cut version's like,
the moments of blank nothingness is just so jarring. So yeah, just watch the fun. Just watch it. It's
and
just...
then you get to, I guess, World's Finest Assassin. I don't know, I'm not going to say the whole name because it takes forever to pronounce.
Uh-huh.
But I just call it the Assassin Isekai because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It took a while to build up to its ending. And it's leading to, obviously, a second season, if it gets it.
I hope they do, because that is... the World's Finest Assassin is really good. Again, this has the same kind of writing as Redo of a Healer in a sense.
It's written by the same...
Yeah, it's written by the same person. And it's like, yeah, I can definitely... Like, if you watch The World's Finest Assassin, which is, like, kind of really popular, then you need to understand how good Redo of a Healer is, because the writing's pretty similar. It's just Redo of a Healer goes more extreme and goes more perverted and stuff versus The World's Finest Assassin.
Because I don't think Redo of Healer is an isekai. I think it's just dark fantasy.
It kind of is for, like, a different dimension, because he reset the world, in a sense. You could probably classify it as isekai, even though it's the same world, but he's redoing it, so because he's a character from another version of that world comes to this world. Maybe kind of similar to My Yuri Neki, if you think about it. My Yuri Neki might be slightly isekai in that regard, because
It burns to the ground as we say that.
Because came from another version of that world.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that.
So yeah.
Alright, well, let's end it with the one anime I think.
I'm not ending it. We still have more.
How many more anime did we watch this year? Oh, Miracle Chan. I almost forgot about that. Son of a bitch. For something that's supposed to be a dark comedy, like it's supposed to be horror and comedy, which is two things that don't go together, it works out, and it has sad moments on top of that.
It's so good. Okay, this Miracle Chan is actually another anime I would classify as high as JoJo for me. It is so good. There was no episode I was not interested in. The character writing is so good. Even with it being, I guess, technically kind of slice of life. It's a slice of life where the characters are interesting and well written, as well as you have that extra spice of something else going on in it with the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it. Also, the opening is like one of my just favorite jams. I love that opening. And I want more of that. I need more of that. People will agree with me because I saw Miracle Chan was actually rated pretty high too. So yeah, just love that anime. Love. And then Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh, Jobless Reincarnation, another one. That was actually did the whole. It was like we watched it in the winter last year, and then now we got it in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
For
Second
Isekai,
season.
it's pretty. Was I think it's first season part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the nice thing anime does now. When they get done to where they got the studio, they don't do the filler like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach. They just they're constantly.
No, Bleach is the worst. The filler arcs. Filler arcs in the middle of important battles, especially
filler arcs in the middle of filler arcs.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
The Zanbakuto, what was it? The Zanbakuto Rebellion had a filler arc in the middle of it.
They did, didn't they? I need to rewatch that. Okay, Zanbakuto Rebellion best filler arc though.
Until they did a filler arc in the middle of it. But anyway, yeah, that's one nice thing animes don't do now. Like with My Hero, another one with My Hero.
My Hero, yeah.
They don't do filler arc. They do a season where they stop. Let the manga get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Then do the anime.
Mm-hmm.
God, could you imagine JoJo if they did filler arc? Oh my god.
What kind of filler arc could they make for JoJo? Actually, I'm kind of interested in what a filler arc for JoJo would be
I'd be
now.
scared. Well, I guess that Rohan OVA. Oh, it's the other one we watched, Rohan OVA.
Oh yeah, 4 episodes of crazy events that Rohan goes through. That was really good too. Just anything JoJo for me is good. Stone Ocean, it was good.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that. Stone Ocean, another one. That was good. Netflix, I swear, is hit and miss of anime.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Netflix anime, Aggretsuko for me.
Aggretsuko, I watched the end of that. It was kind of interesting. It's just, I don't know if I want to sit down and constantly watch it.
Yeah, it's my cup of tea. I mean, again, it's a slice of life with the twist because all the characters are anthropomorphic, which makes it interesting. But the characters are very well written. Also, Aggretsuko is your waifu.
Why?
Retsuko.
Why?
She's voiced by your waifu.
Oh! If I ever found those voice actors is going to any one of the conventions we're getting.
Try not to be a creep.
Hey, how are you?
Okay. Okay, we're trying to speed run this bitch. Jujutsu Kaisen. You did not watch. Okay, you only watched like the first and second episode.
Yeah, and I was like, this is kind of boring.
Okay. This is the thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. It started off as a banger. The first episode was so good. Then all of a sudden, the second episode just completely...
It blew its load on the first episode.
It did. It's like, the first episode feels like it was a different anime from the rest of the show. Like, I sat down and watched the rest of the show, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of boring.
Alright, so
the only thing I'll give to Jujutsu Kaisen is its main villain was interesting. I hated the episode arc thing where the main character makes friends with this rando, and they make it feel like they've been the best of friends forever, and then the rando gets corrupted by the villain, and he turns into a bad guy, and they made it such a big deal when the bad guy kills rando. That it was, I don't know, I couldn't feel nothing for Rando. I don't even know the fuck his name. I don't remember any of these characters' names.
I only watched 2 episodes and went, this is boring. Well, if an anime is bad or boring, I'm not going to watch it. Because I work way too many hours to sit around and waste time watching something I don't like.
I try to give animes the benefit of the doubt because I wanted to see why this one was so popular. The only thing I can figure is maybe it's the newest generation's version of Bleach.
Which is stupid because when we talked to Roman, my nephew, who's 13, said he was watching Bleach. I'm like, wow, that's been out forever. That was out before he was born.
Let's just say this: Bleach is definitely better than Jujutsu Kaisen.
And it's getting a new season next year.
Looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to the 100-year quest from Fairy Tail arc. So Fairy Tail's coming back.
I need to get caught up on Fairy Tail.
You will never get caught up on Fairy Tail. You're better off watching Eden Zero at this point. Fairy Tail is too much.
I'm better off trying to catch up on One Piece. I'm still on the Fishman arc.
Yeah, you still haven't not the first Fishman arc. The one where they're under the water. I can't remember what it's called and stuff.
Yeah.
With the mermaid princess and stuff.
I think I just got to where he met the mermaid princess.
Yeah. You hadn't gotten to Zona Rosa yet. That's a good one.
We're so far behind. I'm so far behind.
Oh yeah, I was watching One Piece. I got up. I'm current with the dub. I just don't feel like watching the sub for One Piece. Like, I'll watch subs when I have no other option, just like we did for Miracle-chan, we did for 2 Year Eternity, we did for Platinum End, like all the new stuff, Jobless Reincarnation, we watched the subs. I'm actually really excited to rewatch Miracle-chan in the dub, because I watched the first episode dub. I love what they did with the voices is so good, and also I like watching dubs because it lets you, since me no speaky Japanese.
Which is what I go, because me and her, I want to go to Japan, like, in the next 3 to 4 years. And I figured I want to get, like, a software or something and start learning Japanese.
Yeah.
Anybody's done that? Put me in a comment, let me know what's the best way to learn Japanese.
No one's ever going to comment on this.
Please talk to us.
No one talks to us. Unless it's about my fursuit, no one's going to talk to us.
But anyway, oh yeah, since I brought up My Hero Academia, the 5th season, what you thought about it?
The first half, boring. Second half, amazing.
Yes.
It just goes to show, that's why I don't like giving up on an anime, because you never know if it does get better, and you just have to sit through all the build-up. I did not get that with Jujutsu Kaisen. It was just sad. Just sad.
Yeah.
Like, the only anime I can think of that I actually was watching that I actually purposefully stopped in the middle of it is actually Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah.
I just after episode 7, I just kind of...
It's done by the same people who did Fully Cooley and Gurren Lagann.
And Kill la Kill.
And Kill la Kill.
Those are all good. For some reason, Darling in the Franxx was just kind of... I don't know. Maybe I need to try watching it more. I don't know. It just... I got bored from after episode 7. I was just like, I don't feel like watching this anymore.
Alright, I think we need to end it because I think our camera's about to die.
We still have so many more we hadn't talked about.
What else we haven't talked about? I can't remember anymore.
I could probably, if I dive into my memory banks.
I feel like we've watched a bunch and we forgot that we're good. Like, I know we're idiots.
Everyone's an idiot.
Yep, that's why the world the way it is. Anyway.
Okay, let's just put it at this. I'm pretty sure there were some other animes that we watched that for some reason I just can't think of right now. Which will bother me later.
I'm surprised we didn't go on a rant about Jojo Part 6.
Oh, so good. Stone Ocean.
Stone Ocean.
Can't wait for its second half.
The algae waifu.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
But yeah, for Jojo Part 6, some people are saying that it felt rushed. It actually lines up with the manga very well. They only cut out some small, insignificant parts for the most part. Nothing major was taken out. It lines up with the manga pretty well. I'm hoping that it will be okay for the second half, because I know in the manga there's still a lot going on for the second half, so that's where I'm worried if they will start cutting stuff.
I'll give Netflix this. Yeah, they fucked up the Cowboy Bebop live action, but they do good on JoJo and other anime they put on their streaming service.
Well, they didn't make JoJo.
Yeah, but they're good. Well, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm really, really hoping Stone Ocean's second part doesn't just be like, oh, we need to specifically have 12 episodes or anything like that.
Or do the Promised Neverland treatment.
Don't do that. I will throw shit at you. I don't know how, but I will.
Alright.
But yeah, so far for me, Stone Ocean is doing its anime very well. I'm worried for the second half because I know there's still a lot to go on. They just started the Limp Bizkit arc.
Limp Bizkit.
Mm-hmm.
Weather report.
So yeah, I know Part 6 still has a long ways to go from being completely finished. That I don't think 12 episodes will do. I don't know.
Unless they're like hour-long episodes or something like that. I'm surprised they didn't do that this time.
I think it's because they're trying to be consistent with the JoJo that exists right now. Because if you remember, like, the other parts... Like, right now, Stone Ocean's kind of being treated like the first one. Because I believe the first...
For Part 1, Phantom Blood.
Phantom Blood, thank you. My brain was not working. Phantom Blood, wasn't that only 12 episodes?
That was only 10 episodes, and then they did Battle Tendencies was like 20 or 15. It wasn't that long.
Yeah,
That's
they fused the two parts together. Parts 1 and 2.
Just to get to Part 3.
But those mangas were short. There's only 3 for Phantom Blood, I think 4 for Battle Tendencies.
Yeah.
So that was okay. Don't do that for Stone Ocean. I'm pretty sure Stone Ocean has more than 4 fucking manga. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, when they get to Part 6 and Part 7. No, Part 7 and Part 8, which Part 8 just wrapped up, I think.
It's gonna be hard for me to get into Part 7 and 8. I mean, I'm sure the writing's really good, but at the same time, I don't consider 7 and 8 of JoJo to be JoJo. You know what I mean? It feels like its own separate entity because, well, it is a reset of the world. None of these characters are related to our original Joes. If you really think about it, because it's a whole reset. Basically, it's a recreation of the original Joes, is what it is. So, it's just like, it doesn't connect to me. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure Part 7 and 8 will be good, because, well, JoJo's writing's just always been good, and for some reason, Part 7, I think, is like a fan favorite. I don't know why.
Well, I think we'll find out when we get to it.
I think it's because of Gyro and Funny Valentine, I think, is the reason why. Because I think the main Joe in that one, Johnny, he sucks ass. He does in the video game, that's for sure. If you've ever played Eyes of Heaven, don't play as Johnny. He sucks. Okay, I think we'll wrap it up because I actually feel my voice starting to get hoarse.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of staring at Reptilia's ass.
How can you? That's your waifu.
Anyway, we'll see you all in the next video. We'll try to get some...
Try to get these out because I've been lazy. We have so many other videos to get out, but it's just been lazy, busy, and just...
All we gotta get out now is the, the Holiday Matsuri ones.
We still have... I think we still have that... Well, there's a random Ask Kamehacon video we have floating, and I think... there might be some Anime Dallas ones, maybe.
No, we got all the Anime Dallas ones.
We did?
Yeah, you got the Vending Hall, you got all that, and then we didn't...
I think there might have been some other Anime Dallas
ones.
The
Sailor Moon thing we recorded, it kind of sucked.
I think there was something else besides that. I'm not sure. I have to look. I have a bunch of random ass...
Alright.
Okay, we're ranting. We're just turn it off.
Bye.